Imagine a name, just a name, but this name sends shivers down the spines of kings and queens. This name, whispered in dark corners, is synonymous with rebellion and gunpowder. This name is Guy Fawkes. Most people know him for one thing, trying to blow up the Houses of Parliament. But how did this seemingly ordinary man become so infamous? Join me as we delve into the explosive life of Guy Fawkes. Hello, history enthusiasts. Welcome back to another exciting episode of History Uncovered, where we dust off the past and bring it to life. Today, we're traveling back to the tumultuous world of 16th century England, a time of religious upheaval and political intrigue. Our guide through this turbulent period is none other than the infamous Guy Fawkes. Fasten your seatbelts because we're about to embark on a thrilling journey. Guy Fawkes wasn't born with a burning fuse in his hand. His journey to infamy began in the quiet streets of York, England, where he was born in 1570. This was a time of great religious tension, a period when the country was torn between Protestantism and Catholicism. The seeds of rebellion were sown early in his life, though they lay dormant for many years. York, with its ancient walls and cobbled streets, was a city steeped in history and tradition. It was here that Guy Fawkes spent his formative years, absorbing the sights and sounds of a city that was both vibrant and tumultuous. The religious divide was palpable, with families and communities often split by their faiths. This environment of conflict and division would leave a lasting impression on young Guy. His family, though not wealthy, were respectable members of York's community. They lived modestly, but with a sense of dignity and purpose. Guy's father, Edward Fawkes, was a lawyer and a churchwarden, a man of some standing in the community. He was known for his integrity and his commitment to his faith, qualities that he hoped to pass on to his children. Edward Fawkes was a man who believed in the rule of law and the importance of community service. As a lawyer, he was often called upon to mediate disputes and provide counsel to those in need. His role as a churchwarden further cemented his position as a pillar of the community. He was a man who believed in the power of faith and the importance of upholding the traditions of the church. Guy's mother, Edith, hailed from a family with strong Catholic leanings, a detail that would later shape Guy's destiny. The Catholic faith was a source of comfort and strength for Edith, and she instilled these values in her children. Despite the dangers and persecutions faced by Catholics during this time, Edith remained steadfast in her beliefs. Her unwavering faith would have a profound influence on Guy, planting the seeds of his future rebellion. Little did they know that their son would grow up to be one of the most notorious figures in English history. Guy Fawkes' early years were marked by a sense of duty and a deep-seated belief in the righteousness of his cause. As he grew older, these beliefs would be tested and ultimately lead him down a path of radicalism and rebellion. The story of Guy Fawkes is a testament to the power of faith and the lengths to which one man would go to defend his beliefs. As a young boy, Guy attended Catholic Mass with his family, where he was exposed to the rituals and traditions of the faith. These early experiences left a lasting impression on him, shaping his worldview and his sense of identity. The Catholic Church was not just a place of worship for Guy, it was a symbol of resistance against the Protestant establishment. This sense of defiance would only grow stronger as he matured. During his teenage years, Guy began to question the world around him. He engaged in heated discussions with his peers, challenging the status quo and seeking answers to the questions that plagued his mind. His education further fueled his curiosity and his desire for change. It was during this time that he began to develop a sense of purpose, a mission that would eventually lead him to the heart of one of the most infamous plots in history. As he reached adulthood, Guy Fawkes left York to seek his fortune and to find his place in a world that was rapidly changing. His journey would take him far from the familiar streets of his hometown, leading him to new experiences and new challenges. But no matter where he went, the lessons he learned in York and the values instilled in him by his family would remain with him, guiding his actions and shaping his destiny. The seeds of rebellion that were planted in his youth would eventually come to fruition in the most dramatic and explosive way possible. Guy Fawkes' name would become synonymous with the Gunpowder Plot, a daring and ultimately doomed attempt to overthrow the government and restore Catholic rule in England. His story is a reminder of the power of conviction and the lengths to which people will go to fight for what they believe in. England in the late 16th century was a dangerous place to be Catholic. The Protestant Reformation, initiated by King Henry VIII, had swept through the country, replacing Catholicism with the Church of England. Catholics faced persecution, forced to attend Protestant services or face harsh penalties. Guy Fawkes was raised Catholic, his faith instilled in him from a young age. This upbringing in a climate of religious oppression would profoundly impact his worldview and fuel his later actions. Guy Fawkes' life is a tale of transformation driven by deep convictions and turbulent times. Born in 1570 in York, England, Fawkes' early years were marked by the typical experiences of a young boy in Elizabethan England. He attended St. Peter's School, a place known for its rigorous academic standards and strong religious teachings. Here, young Guy showed promise, excelling in his studies and demonstrating a keen intellect. His teachers noted his potential, and it seemed that a bright future lay ahead of him. However, life has a way of altering even the best-laid plans. Guy Fawkes' path to infamy wasn't a straight line. The death of his father when he was just 8 years old was a pivotal moment that changed the course of his life. This loss left a void in young Guy's life, one that would be filled by his mother's remarriage to a devout Catholic, Edward Bainbridge. This new familial influence would shape Fawkes' religious beliefs profoundly. At St. Peter's School, Guy continued to receive a good education, showing academic promise. The school, known for its Catholic leanings, further reinforced the religious teachings he received at home. Guy's faith grew stronger, and he became increasingly committed to the Catholic cause. This commitment would later drive him to take drastic actions in the name of his beliefs. The death of his father was a significant turning point in Guy's life. Losing a parent at such a young age is always a profound experience, and for Guy it meant the loss of a guiding figure. His father's death left him vulnerable, and the subsequent influence of his stepfather's strong Catholic beliefs played a crucial role in shaping his future actions. Guy's solemn demeanor during this period reflected the inner turmoil he experienced as he grappled with his loss and the new religious fervor that was taking root in his heart. His mother later remarried a man with strong Catholic beliefs, further solidifying Guy's faith. Edward Bainbridge, his stepfather, was a fervent Catholic, and his influence on young Guy was profound. The family attended Catholic masses regularly, and the rituals and teachings of the Catholic Church became an integral part of Guy's life. This deepening faith would become a driving force in his later years, leading him to make choices that would forever alter the course of history. As a young man, Fawkes left England to fight for Catholic Spain against the Protestant Dutch Republic. This decision was not made lightly. It was a reflection of his deep-seated religious convictions and his desire to fight for what he believed was a just cause. The conflict between Catholic Spain and the Protestant Dutch Republic was part of the larger religious wars that were sweeping across Europe at the time. Guy saw this as an opportunity to take a stand for his faith and to gain valuable military experience. It was during his time as a soldier that he honed his skills with explosives, skills that would later play a crucial role in the Gunpowder Plot. The military training he received was rigorous, and he quickly became proficient in the use of gunpowder and other explosives. This expertise would prove to be both a blessing and a curse, as it equipped him with the knowledge he would later use in an attempt to change the course of English history. The Gunpowder Plot, a failed attempt to blow up the House of Lords and assassinate King James VII, was a direct result of the skills and convictions that Guy Fawkes developed during his tumultuous journey from schoolboy to soldier. The Gunpowder Plot was a culmination of Guy Fawkes' journey, a journey that was fueled by faith and shaped by the turbulent times in which he lived. The conspirators, driven by their desire to see a Catholic monarch on the English throne, meticulously planned the attack. Guy Fawkes, with his expertise in explosives, was a key figure in the plot. However, their plans were foiled, and Fawkes was captured, forever cementing his place in history as one of England's most infamous figures. Guy Fawkes' trial and subsequent execution were the final chapters in his journey. His unwavering faith and commitment to his cause were evident until the very end. Despite the failure of the Gunpowder Plot, Guy Fawkes' legacy lives on, a testament to the lengths to which individuals will go in the name of their beliefs. His story serves as a reminder of the power of faith and the impact it can have on the course of history. Today, Guy Fawkes Night, also known as Bonfire Night, is celebrated every year on November 5th. It serves as a reminder of the failed plot and the enduring legacy of Guy Fawkes. Fireworks light up the sky and effigies of Fawkes are burned on bonfires, symbolizing the thwarting of the conspiracy. This annual celebration is a testament to the lasting impact of Guy Fawkes' journey, a journey that was truly fueled by faith. The Gunpowder Plot was no spur-of-the-moment act of rebellion. It was a scheme that had been brewing for months, if not years, in the minds of those who felt oppressed and marginalized. The conspirators were not just a group of disgruntled individuals, they were men driven by a cause they believed was just and necessary. Their actions were fueled by a potent mix of religious fervor and political discontent, a combination that made them both dangerous and determined. It was a meticulously planned conspiracy, fueled by religious fervor and a deep-seated resentment of the Protestant regime. The Protestant Reformation had left many Catholics feeling persecuted and disenfranchised. They saw the Protestant government as an oppressive force that needed to be overthrown. The conspirators believed that their actions were not only justified but also divinely sanctioned. They saw themselves as soldiers in a holy war, fighting for the survival of their faith and their way of life. The plot's mastermind was Robert Catesby, a charismatic gentleman who, like Fawkes, was a devout Catholic. Catesby was not just a leader, he was an inspiration to those around him. His charisma and conviction drew others to his cause, and his unwavering belief in the righteousness of their mission gave them the courage to proceed. Catesby was a man of vision, and his vision was nothing short of revolutionary. He dreamed of a world where Catholics could worship freely and openly without fear of persecution. Catesby envisioned a daring plan to assassinate King James I and replace him with a Catholic monarch. This was not just a simple act of violence, it was a carefully calculated move designed to change the course of history. The conspirators knew that their actions would have far-reaching consequences, but they believed that the end justified the means. They were willing to risk everything, including their lives, to achieve their goal. The plan was bold, audacious, and fraught with danger, but they were undeterred. To achieve this, they planned to blow up the Houses of Parliament during the state opening of Parliament, an event attended by the King and his entire government. The timing was crucial. The explosion had to occur when the maximum number of important figures were present. The conspirators meticulously planned every detail, from the placement of the barrels of gunpowder to the timing of the explosion. They knew that a single mistake could doom their entire operation, but they were confident in their plan. The stakes were incredibly high, but so was their determination. They believed that their actions would usher in a new era of religious freedom and justice, and they were willing to pay the ultimate price to make that vision a reality. Guy Fawkes, with his military experience and expertise in explosives, was a valuable asset to the conspirators. He was entrusted with the most dangerous part of the plan, guarding the gunpowder they had smuggled into a cellar beneath the House of Lords. Fawkes, using the alias John Johnson, patiently waited for the signal to ignite the fuse, an act that would have had catastrophic consequences. The Gunpowder Plot, however, was doomed to fail. An anonymous letter warning a Catholic lord to stay away from Parliament on November 5th reached the authorities. The cellar was searched, and Guy Fawkes, along with the incriminating gunpowder, was apprehended. Subjected to brutal torture, Fawkes refused to reveal his co-conspirators. He maintained his defiance even as he faced the gruesome punishment reserved for traitors. Guy Fawkes' story didn't end on the executioner's block. His name, once whispered in fear, became synonymous with the Gunpowder Plot. The anniversary of the plot's foiling, November 5th, became a national holiday in England, Guy Fawkes Night. On this night, effigies of Fawkes are burned on bonfires, fireworks light up the sky, and his name is both celebrated and reviled. Even centuries later, Guy Fawkes remains a potent symbol of rebellion. His story a reminder of the power of religious conviction and the dangers of unchecked power. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history on History Uncovered. We're passionate about bringing you the stories and events that have shaped our world, and we're thrilled you're along for the ride. If you enjoyed this episode and want to explore more historical tales, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue creating content that dives deep into the past. We'd also love to hear your thoughts and suggestions, so feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next adventure through history.